In this dying age, only pockets of humanity remain. There was no apocalyptic event to speak of, only the cruel march of time and the inexplicable infertility of the world. Sorry, hold on. The live timer just reset. Did I get from the start of that, or whatever? All right, I'll restart. No, damn it, fuck. Completely threw off the rhythm. In this dying age, only pockets of humanity remain. There was no apocalyptic event to speak of, only the cruel march of time and the inexplicable infertility of the world. Accursed creatures stalk the barren lands between settlements, which are themselves terrible places, squalid, medieval, and mostly ruled by tyrants. Our story begins in the town of Drainog, where the theater performance you are putting on is interrupted by fighting at the gates. Demons have arrived. Your wooden sword will have to do for now. Gather the troop and defend yourselves. So says the About This Game page on Steam for this. Which I guess we'll find out what exactly that means shortly. Hello, Hellop. Dang, rip people with no pocket then. Yeah, you would listen, if it's the apocalypse, you need pockets. You know, how else are you gonna carry all your survival supplies? Anyway, this is Entropy, which is the newest game by lovely Hellplace, the makers of Dread Delusion. You'll probably see very similar aesthetics going on here. I think that skull is also in the Dread Delusion logo, although maybe I made that up. I'll have to double check. Probably should have double checked earlier. But anyway, yeah. So the idea of like, okay, this is post-apocalypse, but the apocalypse is not like an event. It's just something that happened because of time is an interesting concept. So yeah, this game is in early access right now, which it came out, I think, exactly a week ago in early access. And my early access policy is don't. But usually I like to wait for full release. But I've made exceptions for that with, games multiplayer games that I've played with friends. And then this one was sent to me by the studio, or by the studio's PR firm or whatever. And I figured, hey, just in the middle of Dread Delusion, I will. I am very curious to see what this new game is. So let's check it out. I will check this out for a couple hours. I don't know if I'll play through all of what's out now. Just Act 1 is in early access right now. I don't know if I'll play through the whole thing. Probably not. And then I will wait until full release because I want to play through the whole thing. But out of gratitude for being sent this and out of an abundance of interest in wanting to share it with people, let's just check it out now. Just like Metal Gear Survive plot. Well, that's news to me, hell up. I have not played Metal Gear Survive. Alright, let's actually begin. Yeah, the one thing I know about this beyond the blurb that I read is that it is a JRPG rather than like an Elder Scrolls-esque RPG, so... Dice rolls. Dice advantage. Advantageous rolls. Roll 2 dice and select the highest result. Only applies to hit rolls, not damage. Okay. And the intended difficulty is hard. Okay. Oh, okay, no. Dice advantage. That's just normal dice. Okay. That's not a new rule thing. That's just normally is what it is. Difficulty cannot currently be changed mid-playthrough. Good to know. I only watch its video essay plot too. Well, fair enough. Yeah, I have only experienced Metal Gear as a franchise, except I've played Revengeance. Aside from that, I have only experienced them secondhand, which, as I have discussed in my Kingdom Hearts video, cannot be trusted as definitive. Anyway. Well, okay, autosave. Okay, interesting. Okay, autosave can be disabled on easy mode. I assume it's like Dread Delusion otherwise, where you don't get to like manually rotate saves. Let's do normal. I know hard is the intended difficulty, but I am perhaps afraid. hanged man kicks, finds foothold, gasps down air. Untying his noose, he steps from off the stool to wake his children. I wonder if the old Yuri's calendar is like after the apocalypse. We'll find out. How now, men, women, and amen all. We, the Tragus Performing Company, graciously thank you for your attendance. Our humble play begins over 1,000 years past, if you can imagine such a time. Psst, players. Ah, the sorry state of the lot of you. I can smell you from here. Did you all go swimming in a brewery? Now, which of you is performing? Vartano tonight? You're almost up. And drunk or no, you better not botch your lines. Ah, okay. So Amen is the non-binary word for this setting, evidently. Interesting. So the default stats here. So hello Alex, hello Roback. Having an intent difficulty not calling it normal is really annoying. Well, I guess it's unusual for sure. So the stats here would appear that Amen have higher constitution, whatever the equivalent for that is. Men have higher intellect, or whatever the equivalent stat is, and women have higher dexterity, or whatever the equivalent stat is. Well, I am a man, so let us be a man. Are you sure? Yes. Charisma, endurance, charisma, strength. As I said, I think it's intellect and dexterity, but we'll see. Footsteps I hear. Ah, here comes Vartano, king of all the sorry souls of this wretched land. I take my leave. Your head throbs. You shouldn't have let the others corral you into drinking that 6th pint. Now, what were your lines again? Oh, woe engulfs me! Once the mere utterance of Vartano struck awe in every bosom of my kingdom. Now they curse my name, spitting its letters as if poison. But did I not rule with the finest, with the noblest of virtues? Did I not rule with... Is he gonna vomit? Shit, you think. What is the noblest, the kingliest virtue? This is very Kingdom Hearts in terms of like how you select starting stats, I think. Hard influences courage in battle, reducing the chance you will lose your nerve. Agility influences turn, speed, hit rate, and evasion. Crit affects physical resilience, health, and resistance to certain status effects. I don't know. Agility seems pretty useful. I will admit, mayhaps my studies distracted me. Mayhaps with my eyes averted, the rot set in. Your Majesty, the rebels are at thy palace gates. Ah, to think a king must bear arms against his own people. Well, so be it. Squire, bring me my... What starting weapon will I pick? Well... I like magic. So, let's try that. Now, throw open the gates. I will greet my subjects with manners most pertinent on this wildest of nights. Mark these words. In terror will they howl the name Vartano. This player of Vartano is surely something. They shake and sway with pure passion for the material. If it's the same player I saw at the Hog's Tavern earlier, it is not passion that does it. Begging your pardon, sir, but an urgent report from the gates. Fighting's broken out, but with who, we're not sure. Probably just drunkards starting trouble again. As the mayor, I guess. You two, with me! Okay. Oh. I'm this guy. Fun bait and switch. What's this? Hello, Platooey. Improvisation is my passion. You know, it's funny that I, you know, if I had a nickel for every time I live streamed, you know, this week and ended up doing a theatrical performance, I'd have 2 nickels. Or no, this isn't last week. That was Jade Empire Theater was 2 Jade Empire streams ago, wasn't it? First person mode. Back in my day, characters started amnesiac, now they start drunk. Yes, Disco Elysium was the transition point, because Harry was amnesiac and drunk. And now we're moving forward. Let's see, is there anyone to talk to? Yeah, what a twist, we're a dude in striped pants. Yeah, we'll see if we're the player as well, but demons! This deep in the gloaming aisles? Impossible! Soldiers, stand firm! I hope you're all headbanging right now. And you there, players, I care not of those weapons to be mere props. We need every able body. To me! Okay, you. He's talking about you, isn't he? On second thoughts, maybe you should have stopped on the 4th pint. Okay, so Striped Pants guy is our Trask Ulgo, probably. We'll arrange into 2 rows. Theater players, get behind us and use ranged weapons if you have them. Soldiers, defend those in the back. Now get ready. They come. He just wanted you specifically to die. Well, he wanted me in the back. Disco has truly replaced Planescape Torment. You know, I should replay Planescape just to confirm, but I do think Disco did surpass it. It's been a while since I played Planescape, though. Granted, the first time I played Planescape, I think, was 2019, which is when Disco came out, so I did play them both in the same year, and Disco I fell in love with more. Anyway, rows from the base of combat for both your party and the enemy. There are rows front and back. Characters in the front row will protect anyone directly behind them. I'm in the middle of playing Metaphor Refantasio on my own time, so this interesting how there's somewhat of a similar like formation thing. I assume that's standard though, or not standard, but like pretty common. Protected characters cannot be targeted by normal melee attacks, but they can still be targeted by ranged attacks or certain spells and abilities. Okay, I'm Draenog Knight right now, I guess. Whoop. There he goes. Mayor Striped Pants is almost dead. Protected character in the back row cannot use normal melee attacks, only ranged weapons, spells, and spears. I guess I'll do that. Yeah, because that guy has a knife, but he's in the back. All right. Like Corpse Demon's animations, yeah, he's just kind of flopping. When a character is knocked out in combat, there's a chance they will permanently die. The fate of knocked out characters will be revealed at the end of battle. It's a chance they will survive with an injury, but if they die from their wounds, there is no bringing them back. Note that the player is the only character who cannot permanently die. Who am I? Who's this? Oh, that guy, okay. Characters can use their turn to reposition. This action allows a character to move to any free position in the front or back rows. Use it if your formation becomes disrupted. Okay, so when the Tragus soldier with low health dies, I guess I can move the actor with the knife forward, maybe? They do be vibing. That's true. I too sway people to intimidate them. I'm sure it is very intimidating, Suze. Also, welcome. Ranged weapons can be fired even when the character is protected. It can even target protected enemies. So is that... Does this actor have a gun? Or crossbow? Okay. How'd you miss? That thing's so big. They perform one action per turn. Each attack will increase that character's turn delay by a certain amount, delaying their next turn. More powerful actions like certain weapons abilities may have a greater turn delay than the basic attack. Okay, so got it. Okay, so the more powerful attack you use, then the longer it'll take to wrap back around to you. Interesting. Oh, well. A more detailed tactical overlay. Well, let's... I assume I'm supposed to lose this if this guy's that powerful. 70... Yeah, 70... Damage in the 70s for that attack versus me in, like, the teens. Definitely seems... And there we go. After feeling like every bone in your body was crushed, there was only the briefest of agonies before all light, sound, and sensation drained from their world. Okay, is the implication with the bile attack that you're vomiting on the enemy? Well, that is... I mean, that is my magic spell, but maybe that is the magic spell that I have as a drunk actor. How long did you linger in darkness, in silence? A moment? An eternity? You cannot say. The sand runs thin. There is no time. I think it is more summoning the vomit of creation to smite your foes. Awaken your persona. That might, yeah, whatever that is, that might be. I haven't played Persona. I'm starting my Atlas experience with Metaphor. The voice punctuates your silence. It is the first voice you have heard for a long time. Maybe the first voice you have ever heard. Ah, what feeble pickings are these? And the winds are weak. I'm losing sight. So be it. You'll have to do. Ghost of Mayor Stripe Pants? We can only hope, but I don't believe so. The Tragus Company Journal, the prized possession of your troop. You should take this back to Kuvas, where your troop called home. Alright. Updating my journal. I don't know if it is a persona. The only thing I know about personas is that they appear behind you like stands, and I don't know if that's going to happen in this game. We'll see. This is your journal. At any one time, you have a single selected party member visible on the left panel. Okay, whenever you access a new journal menu page, you'll be accessing that page with your currently selected party member. I don't know what that means yet. I guess we'll find out. Does that mean that, like, each character has a unique thing? Like a unique page in the journal or something? Maybe? I don't know. Well, at least I got some money. Oh. The demon, silhouetted before you, twitches wrongly. Cuts and abrasions line its flesh, with bones protruding from clumps of clotted blood. It licks its lips. Missed one, have we? Come hither, manfolk, for your blood pumps too cleanly through your skin flesh. My blade will make you pretty, and together we will rejoice. Better not. Characters have courage, which represents... Oh, now I see turn order. All characters have courage represents their mental state. When a character is knocked out, their allies lose courage. A character with low courage is easier to hit. Okay, so doing badly can snowball. Interesting. The team is literally giving a Picasso painting. I think the character portraits are very much like the sort of those slideshow cutscenes that occasionally came up in Dread Delusion, and yeah, the art. I think James Ragg is his name, who's sort of the lead guy and whose art style dominates this. Definitely has some Picasso-esque stylings. Looks like Picasso painted for a city bombing. Guernica, you mean? In addition to attacking normally, a character can also choose to target a specific body part. Targeting has a lower chance to hit, but if enough damage is dealt, the body part can be destroyed, resulting in a powerful debuff. Surfing an arm, sure. No longer reposition, that's an interesting concept, because if they're in the back, then maybe if they're I don't know if you can force someone to change position, though. I guess we'll see. Some monsters will have unique body parts with specific injury debuffs. It's worth experimenting with targeted attacks to find out what these are. Well, let's find out. Well, sure did it. Dang. Yeah. I cast a book. Someone needs to throw the book at you. Someone didn't tell him that it's quiet in the library. Now that's what I call a paper cut. That I feel stupid for that not being my first one, Alex. Alright, post-battle screen. Characters we've experienced from every fight, of course. Okay, normal. Character dies from their wounds and be permanently removed from your party. Medicinal moss. Okay. So I know that there are like different companion character, like you can build up your party. If they are permadeath, like if this is permadeath for characters with story content, and I definitely don't know how to feel about that. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want this, actually. Okay, yeah. Interesting. You can get a pretty big group together, I guess. You can also use formation page to determine whether active party minister in the front and back row. Okay. Sections glowing glyphs. Okay. Do I have mana? I don't know if I have mana. Oh, dropping one-liners makes me think of my favorite one-liner from a JRPG. Alright, I'm waiting. Well, we're going to go through troops like toilet paper by the end of this. Yeah, I think this is starting to feel maybe a little bit more XCOM-y in terms of like you're gonna gather a whole bunch of cannon fodder. Wounded Knight. Ah, all is black. Who goes there, folk or demon? Folk? Ah, Narthag is merciful. I recognize that voice. You were with the performers, weren't you? Prithee! He suddenly coughs, loudly and slowly, blood dribbling down his chin. Prithee, would you heed the last request of a clay Draenog knight? What do you need? Speaking of XCOM Star Wars is tomorrow. Oh, interesting. I have not been keeping up with the release date for that, but your review seems good. I'm excited. Yeah, I'll have to actually look at that. I have not been keeping up with. I've not been paying attention to it beyond hearing that it is apparently quite good, or it's apparently quite well regarded so far. Alas, our Semaphore Tower was the first to fall to the demons before the alarm could be raised. There's an inn over yonder, about a day's walk thereabouts. It's got its own Semaphore Tower, the next in the chain to Kuvus. We must make sure they've sent the message that this was a demon assault. Mayhaps word has got to them already, but I've met the old man who operates the tower, and he's a fool. I'd wager he reported only foul weather. First, tell me what happened here. Have you not eyes and ears? The spawn of Vartano has descended on this town. By morning all will be ash. So the king that we were playing is seen as the progenitor of demons. The king that we were performing as in the... Interesting. They burned the tower, then sent some emissary to bargain with our inner clade. I was at the gates when it happened. One of our grandams, bless her soul, she let the bastard in, and 'twas all a ruse. They were upon us. He coughs and wheezes. He'd best be off, but first, take my mace. I've not the strength to swing it anyway. This shattered sword will have to do. Alright. Now leave me to my fate. I won't see my ancestors, but I've done them proud. Pray don't linger here. Get to the inn over yonder and talk with the old fool who mans the tower. Alright. I hope this wasn't yours, right? Alright. Okay, yeah, so I can dual wield. That's good. Hi. Kind of vibing with the soundtrack right now. It's an interesting soundtrack for sure. Bronchi. Okay, well. Let's try this then. Ah, lovely. Ah. Ouch. It's a demonic caterpie. It's a lung monster is what it is. I mean, that is literally its name. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't seem like there is mana. There we go. Alright. Perish! There we go. Now the thing about it, for some reason the soundtrack gives me the same vibes as the Off soundtrack. I should play Off. I know it by reputation as like one of the sort of, you know, kind of Undertale descendant, or not Undertale, Earthbound descendants. I guess Undertale cousins, but more in the branch of the family that Lisa the Painful is part of than Undertale itself. And her maze line of sight will attack again. But if you approach an enemy from behind, it will take a moment to notice you even if you were running, but you can also... Yeah, okay, yeah, so... Same, pretty familiar mechanics. You can do a sneak attack in the overworld. Hello there. You gonna help me? Shid. Please, have you seen... This guy's mouth is like... Please, have you seen my night ship out there? I am but a mere squire, a worm. My stomach failed me and I ran away. But my master, the brave Hedgehog? Is that what that Hedgehog? That's an H, not a G, right? That's a Hedgehog. He stayed there to protect the Bonds folks. Your night ship is dead. I stayed too. No, no, forsaken fool, I am but a stain on our ancestral stone. Woe to the clade of Draenog, I couldn't even hold the ranks. So hold the ranks with me now. He shitted his pants. He sure did. He shitted and farted his way. Why is his mustache coming out of his nose? It must be the style, you know. He's shaving his upper lip and growing and cultivating his nose hair. Ah, my blessings upon you. I won't let you down. Well, I might. Well, I probably will. Master always said I could take a bonk on the head like nobody else. With the very least, I can get in the enemy's way. Cool. Literal meat shield tank. Oh, man, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Shit is friend. You're right, hell up. I trust him implicitly. Okay. Alright, yeah, you got it. Did Hatsune make you near his armpit? Okay, now I have to... Is there a way to check the full portrait, or do I have to wait until another conversation? Yeah, to 500 XP, and we haven't gotten too much from those two fights, so it seems like leveling up might be a little bit slow in this game. Alright, I guess we'll find out. It is of the utmost importance to recruit new party members. Some party members will offer to join your party when talked to, but you can also purchase new members from a mercenary notice board. Make sure to check the equipment of any new party members in the journal equipment page. You can also use the journal formation page to arrange party members into the front and back rows. Already done that. I am, again, because of the permadeath thing, I wonder how much actual characterization these party members are going to get. Like, is Shid, like, you know, the tutorial party member, so he's going to get extra compared to others, or is this going to be like... Nice. I know I should put that on Shid because he's the tank, but I don't know, I need a little bit of armor too. Did somebody say Hatsune Miku? I forever associate that Hatsune Miku with Snapcube now. Okay, you're talking about Hatsune Miku as the face below the snake. I don't think that looks like Hatsune Miku. Oh, woe upon us! Veritable demons block our path. I hate to admit it, but we're done for. Shall we fall on our swords quickly and get it over with? He whacks himself in the head a few times. No, no, no! For the Aurum of our ancestors, we must be strong. We must die in glorious combat, even if we have no chance to prevail. I noticed you have a codex of spells on your person, correct? Oh, you must be a very clever and erudite soul, knowing such rare and forgotten things. Perhaps you could cast your magic upon the armored demon to bypass its defenses. Meanwhile, I shall bravely attack those small walking lungs. Yes, that surely seems like I fight and I am worthy of. Like a fight. Okay. So this is early access, so if anyone from Lovely Hell Place sees this, typo detected. Surely seems like a fight I am worthy of. The green looks similar enough, I guess, but Hatsune Miku's like more bright teal. More bright teal, not like, or pale blue. Yeah, it's like pale blue. It's not green, really. Maybe if I target its bronchi, I could stop it using its special abilities. Oh, but they're looking at us. Oh, fie. Wait, is there still time to run? I think they might have heard you, Shid. Also, Shid, I'm thinking about, Rose Matafeo on Taskmaster talking about sheds. Shaping spells and channeling spells can be cast just like ranged weapons. I've already done that. While exceptionally powerful spells can be miscast. Okay, so that's what happens. Maybe he just talks like that. You don't know. You know what? You're right. I should not rule out the possibility that might be purposeful characterization for Shid. Spells can be miscast, causing not only the spell to fail, but also the caster to receive damage. So that's what happened earlier. I noticed that happened, but I wasn't sure why. Right now you only have a Codex spellcasting item, which means you can only cast shaping spells. Physically based spells are difficult to cast. Are they really? Because okay. I've succeeded on most of them. Difficult to cast, but it can have devastating effects. When you find or purchase a new spell, it will become available for all casters in your party, even to new recruits. Okay. So we all share a spell book. That's cool. If a party member gains certain perks, such as Shaper, Wizard, or Overcast, the spells available to them will become more powerful. Okay. Well. Oh yeah, that's pretty devastating. She has both canon, green and blue, although blue is the most popular. Hell up, please avail us of the canon intricacies of Hatsune Miku, because I truly... I know very little about her, beyond the fact that she made Minecraft, apparently. Okay, I destroyed it. I destroyed Bronchi. Cool. What's the attack that I prevented then? Every Hatsune Miku is canon? Okay, cool. Good for her. I guess my mace isn't very useful if I'm not repositioned. So what is miscasting? Does that just mean if I roll below 34, maybe? Maybe. I gotta say, Shid looks quite a lot more imposing. Characters won't leave your party for run out of money, but you will be very poor. Okay. Well. I mean, I would hope Shid wouldn't run away right now without money. Do you auto-heal after combat? No. No, you do not. Presumably, I can heal... Yeah, okay, great. Come on. Did that count? Okay. Seems like it. Yep, alright, that is what... Focus Strike guarantees the cost of delaying your next turn. Maces can stun strike, okay. Alright. So what do you got? Stun Strike. Cool. Cool. Alright. Every Vocaloid has like a color they're associated with, but as long as they stay in that general color category, they're still good? Okay. But then there's things like Sakura Miku when she's literally pink. There is some deep lore I truly had no conception of. The depths of Hatsune Miku have been entirely unknown to me. I just knew that she refused to grant Storm the Albatross the death that he wanted. Wow, I'm just eating shit on these rolls right now. There's no lore. Well, evidently there's... I mean, you know, not in terms of, like, a grand narrative, but in terms of, you know... I feel like what Suze is describing counts. Alright. Time to shove some more moss down my mouth. Delicious spear. Alright, can I wield this? I cannot. I think it looks like it's too... two-handed, looks like. It's just vocal stuff people use to make AI songs without the baggage. You know, I mean, I know that, you know, I know that the Vocaloid stuff is sort of... I guess can be considered a progenitor or like a prototype of that. Wow. All right. That was a good one. Which one's got the... The characters and enemies have a defense value determined by armor, which negates a certain amount of weapons total damage. Yeah, I've been observing that. High enough defense will completely negate any damage to health. Weapons have pierce and break stat. Okay. Gotcha. After battle, characters will automatically regain their poise and repair any equipment, meaning you always start a battle with full defense. Okay, I appreciate that. But we don't heal automatically. So no long-term, like, equipment degradation, but we also don't heal. Alright. Shit, where'd I come from? Is there Entropy auto-saves your progress. If you quit the game the next time you play, you will respawn at the last place you saved. Yeah, no game over, but your mercenaries can die permanently. Definitely gonna give me some anxiety about that. An imposing stranger in charcoal black armor approaches you. In the flickers of flame, you struggle to make out the figure when his booming voice pins you to the ground. What's this? A rodent scurrying from the flames. Ah, but we recognize this one. You performed a play earlier this eve. We watched and listened from beyond the walls. We are not so dissimilar, for my kind know how to strut and fret upon a stage. Figure gestures at the surrounding carnage. You could call this a performance of our own. Pray tell, do you like it? Oh, shit. Well, I don't know what I said, and there's no log to check it. It's the devil. It's me, the devil. Mayhaps, but you could have been, if your folk had agreed to our terms. Ah well, a dark death suits you better. Is this how Shid dies? I have a feeling this is how Shid dies. focus people down. Shid. You and me, buddy. Come on, Shid. Oh, so he's missing too, though. That's interesting. Did Mr. Manders fail a roll? Yeah, he's maybe he's not like the super badass like, you know, kill you instantly guy he seemed to be. I mean, famous last words, right? Well, I don't know. Yeah, he is rolling like shit. Okay, no, okay, that... okay. And here I assumed that he was supposed to be some huge badass. But, nah. The devil ain't shit. Oh, well. I vomited on myself. There we go. He's just one of those bosses who become common mobs in higher level areas. I mean, he might be a common mob now, honestly. So this is the end. Out, out, brief candle. So he is not in fact the devil from the Bible. No, evidently not. You were right. You were right, Roback. He is just a cat man. A cat man who really likes Shakespeare. So, yeah, roll credits. We beat the game. Game over. Devil dead. Here, under a simple shrine to the mummer, lies a hopeless grave. In these troubled times, few can achieve a place in a soul garden when they pass, but in fear of a dark death, their families bury them with the old rituals all the same. And that is the save point, I presume. Okay, so there's more down here. We did it, Shid. We saved the kingdom. We killed the devil, and that's all that matters. Oh, who are you? Getting out of here? Come on, let's make a break for it together. Sure, let's go. Shears. If we get in a fight with any demons, let's just try to run, okay? The fact that I can say I don't trust you really does make me concerned. Oh, okay, so this is, yeah. And we have now completed the loop. Soldier armor. Can stop a crossbow bolt, but probably yield to a bullet, so there are guns in this game. Good to know. Okay, you have a great sword. I don't trust Shears. Fire him now. Let's see where they go with this. I agree, but you know, don't want to get off on the wrong foot. I'm sure Shears will betray us, but no, I don't know if Shears will betray us. Someone will betray us. That's the thing. Is Shears okay? I don't think so. It looks like Shears has a Two-Face thing going on. Okay, so is there a sprint? Don't have any campfires left, okay. There does not appear to be a sprint. It's the world map. You may explore freely, though beware that you may be attacked while on the road. All compasses point to Tourmaline. As you are surely aware, all compasses point to Tourmaline, the mythical ancient city. Why? Nobody knows, or at least nobody you've ever met. Of course, and we all know about Tourmaline. Kuvus, your home city, lies in the direction of Tourmaline, so it is Tormwards on your compass. However, the road to Kuvus weaves uneasily through these gloaming isles. You will have to follow it Torm west, that is, west of Tourmaline, at least for now. That's fun. Who is the Lysanderoth of this party? You know, so here's the thing. What makes Shears seem untrustworthy is specifically that we have the option of saying I don't trust you. So hello. Basically, the Lysanderoth of the party is whoever we encounter who ends up just immediately saying the most evil shit at minute 1. Campfire, cool. Everything just has Torm added in front of it for the rest of the game. Torm is just north, basically. Lanark. I see a gun! The man looks at you with tired eyes. Some foreign creature stirs within his clothing. You think it might be some kind of rat. Is that Sephiroth? No, his hair is way too short to be Sephiroth. Well met, travelers. You can call me Lanark. These roads are seldom trod by small groups. You should be on your guard. We just fled the demons at Draenog. Do you know where's safe? The Blind Bat Inn is about a day's walk over yonder. I've seen other refugees passing that way too. He looks you up and down, and then sighs. You don't exactly look prepared to face the perils of the road. Pray tell, what is your profession? Oh yeah, there's the cat! Jade Empire reference, exactly, Roback. Every gun is a Jade Empire reference. Where's your profession? I'm a player in a theater troupe, the last left alive. Bah, so you only know how to swing a sword in one of Diafed's plays? Well, I can hardly let you wander off without sparing some words of advice. So what do you wish to know? I'd like you to join me. I seek advice on prowess in battle. He smirks. You surely need it? Well, ask away. Tell me of injuries and resting. If an ally's health is depleted, they will fall in battle. You will not be able to rouse them for the rest of the fight. Their fate is with the gods, and it is only when the battle is done that you will discover their condition. Some will miraculously escape with nary a scratch. So, dice roll, basically, I presume. When a party member dies, there's nothing that can be done. You will retain their equipment, but will have lost a companion. Resting at a safe location will heal all your health and any negative status effects, but it will not heal your injuries. For that, you must seek a doctor. Also, if you have camping supplies, you can use them to set up camp on the world map. This will let you speak to your party members and rest. Okay, you can speak to them at camp. Okay. I was just wondering how you speak to them. I feel like that's it. I'd like to ask for directions. You have a compass, yes? Well, where are you headed? I mean, this is just the inn, right? Yeah, Blind Bat Inn. Day's Journey Tormward. Alright. Death saving throws. Yeah, pretty much. Run by Ealtag was a kind soul. Whatever you do, just don't stray too far west of the road. That way lies a bad place. Anyway, the Traeger's gate is locked shut. That's all? That's all. Thank you, Lanark. He nods. I presume the bad place he's referring to is the big, is that. On the world map, press X to set up camp for the night. Doing so will transition to the camp scene and heal your party. To speak to current party members, you need camp supplies. I've got 3, so all is well. Yeah, this is the... This is that gate he was talking about, and beyond it is, I guess, Isengard. In all the years of traveling with the troop, you've seen your share of strange and frightening weather, yet out here in the wild it never comes when you can expect it. The rain starts suddenly, and it brings terror. Heavy drops are hitting your head, your shoulders, the palm of your hand. Looking closely, you realize that the sky is raining down teeth. Teeth that stop being teeth if you try to look at them closely, and then you are no longer able to give them a proper description at all. The Satan Tower, but we killed Satan, the tower's ours for the taking. It'd be really funny if it's like, if we were able to basically just be like we meet the real devil, and we're like, what? But we killed you! And he's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it is raining teeth. Hallelujah. Let's seek shelter in the forest. You seek refuge from the cruel elements under the nearby forest's cover. The piercing wind drives you further and further, the thunderstorm gases refusing to leave your lungs. At last, exhausted and befuddled, you find yourself safe and far enough from the storm to collapse in the darkness and find sleep. When your party wakes, you realize you stumbled upon a recently abandoned camp. Strangely, there's no sign of struggle, and plenty of food has been left to rot. You try not to think about it too much longer and gather some useful supplies before heading off. Camp supplies gained. Hell yeah. This is the inn, I presume. Yeah. Man, I really do want to see what's going on in Isengard. Like, Kira Dubois is the only protag with the sheer swagger and foolishness to easily claim to have slain Satan and say it to his face. I can definitely think of others, but not right now. I'm drawing a blank right now, but yeah. The young Aemon stands uneasy. As their sullen eyes meet yours, they scratch underneath their ill-fitting cuirass. Say, tally-ho, wayfarer. Dost thee come from Draenog, perchance? Yes, the place smolders in ruin. They gulp. So the rumors are true. Their insignia is a decapitated head in the shape of a foot, it would appear. I had sought to travel there, for I'd heard talk of demon sightings, and I'm a hunter by trade. Thy can call me Selgar. I'm technically a Strigoi hunter, only since the mythical beasts are long extinct in these lands, other prey must suffice. Mostly rodents, if I'm honest. You're a Strigoi hunter? Last of the Selgar line. Haha, my paw would throw a fit. Me, last of the Strigoi hunters. A lad who's never even seen one of the beasts, and an Aemon to boot. They're wicked things, lightning fast. They feast upon human flesh and can be killed solely by beheading. Only, a Strigoi has not been seen in the Gloaming Isles since my father slew the beast of Baranduk, before I was born. Many assume they are but a myth. As thee can imagine, 'tis trying times for a hunter of an extinct breed. Building up that honest score right now. I don't see any reason to lie about any of this, Alex. I have yet to see logic behind being evasive about it. Where am I? This is the Blind Bat Inn, so named because it lies on the road to Kuvus, the greatest city of these Gloaming Isles, which bears the emblem of a bat. So a Strigoi is going to attack this inn, right? If anything actually happens at the inn, then yeah, probably. But we'll see. Though not a place of import in itself, the inn is host to a semaphore tower, which places messages down a chain of similar towers on the horizon. Belmont. You must be the Belmont. I need to return to Kuvus. Do you know the way? Well, I came through the gate to Kuvas, which sits next to Knothag's forest, only I've heard they locked it tight on account of quarantine. So maybe the only way to Kuvas might be cutting through Knothag's forest itself, though that's a dangerous route full of peril. Still, if you want to risk it, Knothag's forest is torn east on a compass from here. Farewell, Selgar. Wait, before thee departs, would thee consider taking me on thine travels? I'm destitute, see, but as long as I can take my share of the coin like any merc, I can lend my sword to thine entourage. Sure, why not? They grin weakly. Many thanks, Wayfarer. I won't let you down. It just registered to me the difference between this... One of the differences between this game and Dread Delusion. We have a body. Excuse me. The woman is unresponsive. Her eyes still see the flames of Draenog. Yeah, Selgar couldn't see that? Party reform points can be found scattered throughout places in the world. Look for statues with glowing glyphs. These places you were able to switch characters between active and reserve parties. Okay. You can always switch characters on the world map. What do you... Yeah, you have a crossbow, so you should go here. Yesterday we got the freak to sing a little song for us, the maidens of old Dolganau. 'Twas. Made me all teary-eyed. I'm curious to learn, I'm sure this is sort of a later game reveal, but I'm curious to learn if the apocalypse in this setting happened, like, at a time in sort of a modern-ish setting and sort of aesthetics regressed, or if the apocalypse happened and the world was always sort of fantasy. I love to honestly tell people I'm the last survivor of the intracinematic airship in Arcanum and then getting free stuff for a fight. The camera's acting odd. We're doing fixed camera stuff right now. Is what I presume is going on. Vartano's piss burned me. It's no use. We're trying to interrogate the darn thing, but anything it spits out is utter nonsense. Is it still alive? A company of mercenaries made this old crooked tree into a place of grim folly. You cautiously approach the grotesque head hanging from one of the branches. I'll try talking to the freak. Bar! Bar! The creature's grimace ripples. We did him good. We have him had. Bar! Bar! The head gives you a loud belch. Inspect the head. Is that a tiny hand you see, sprouting from the clump of flesh that dangles below what was once the neck of this poor man? You try speaking some sense into the demonic fiend in front of you for a while, but to very little success. Also, the head reeks incredibly bad. Were you at Draenog? One of the mercenaries overhears you. We caught him a while ago, way before the refugees started to flow in. He still had a full body back then, too. The mercenary grins. Listen to the demon. I was at Draenog, my dear. We was at Draenog. Bar, 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 bar. Holy, holy, we did him good, did him tidy, like a plate that is licked clean. Mercy, the stench. The head discharges something that can only be described as a faint fart, laying it over the general terrible odor that you've been shrouded in for a good while now. Who are you? A dear, dear friend. The head squints seemingly in the direction of one of the mercenaries. A nay, boar? Boar! Boar, boar, bar, bar. What is your mission? To kill, to break, to maim. Bar, 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 bar. The head seems to be physically exhausted. Never mind. Hang on there, head. Resting at an inn or the party's camp will restore the health of all party members, though resting may cause enemies to respawn. EL tag at the Blind Bat Inn offers this service. Many doctors throughout the world. Okay, so we don't have injuries, though, so we're all good. Most severe of injuries, such as severed limbs, cannot even be cured by doctors. There may, however, be other ways to augment a severely injured party member. I see. Ah, poor thing. Are you a survivor of Draenog? We've others claiming refuge here, too. My name's Yaltag. Please let me know if you're in want of a bed or anything else. Can I ask you something? Of course, this place is the Blind Bat, just between Knothag's Forest and, well... Oh, man. My throat caught on itself. I do wonder where the story will fall and how ethical it is to treat/kill demons. Oh, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, just between Knothag's Forest and what used to be Draenog Town. Tell me about Draenog, the town that burned. The town you just came from? Well, you'd know better than me, but I heard the place was ransacked. Some said by brigands, but others said demons. Of course, I don't want to call anyone a liar, but the town was home to Clay Draenog. For generations, they've fortified the place with wooden palisades like a hedgehog's spikes. Pretty impenetrable for a demon. Now, we've got our fair share of demons in these parts, but a band of sentient ones organized and clever enough to lay siege to a town? Maybe I just don't want it to be true. Well, that's a hint, Alex, actually, about the, how ethical it is to treat/kill demons. Evidently, it is not common for them to be sentient. Why the Blind Bat? There's been an inn here for as long as anyone can remember, long before the Dark Days, and it's always been called the Blind Bat. We're the furthest Clade Tragus establishment from Kuvas, see? And Clade Tragus is known for their bat-like mutations. She points at her angular ears. I didn't even notice. Hence the Blind Bat. They seem near to undead. Yeah, seems adjacent to that right now. I need to get to Kuvas. What's the best route? Well, it's a few days' travel. If word has gotten to the checkpoint, they'll have enforced quarantine and you won't be able to pass, which only leaves Knothag's Forest, and I really, really wouldn't advise that route. But things as they are, Knothag's Forest may be your only option. Unencompassed, it's Torm east from this inn. Tell me about the forest. Well, Knothag is, or was, a soul gardener. One of the most revered spirits of these isles, he tended to the ancestor spirits of Clade Draenog, Clade Tragus, and a few others, helping them pass into the other world. But some generations ago, something happened. Some say Knothag was corrupted by the demons. Others say that he went mad. Either way, his garden was corrupted. It's now a hellish place, beset by unthinkable terrors. Some still perform funerals at the forest's edge, but not for the deceased to meet their ancestors. No, it is done as a punishment for unforgivable crimes. Most of us here know that a dark death is the best we can hope for when we pass. Oi, you there! The old soldier slams down his pint and affixes you with a penetrating stare from his one good eye. Hi? He interrupts your niceties with a wave of his hand. Blah, blah. Now see here, you look like you've been traveling the roads. Tell me, you've been accosted by those damn gloaming gits? Gloaming who? Those sods defile the name of our gloaming isles with their petulant moniker. That's not why I hate them. Well, not just why. Anyway, I gotta say, she looks absolutely nothing like her dripped-out portrait. The portraits are certainly more detailed and more unique than the game models, but that's not terribly surprising. The head said it was a neighbor. Is it also a hint? Maybe. Those bastards stole my pipe. That thing was passed down from my father, who kept it with him all through the Third Demon Crusade. And now we're into Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous territory here. He said puffing on that thing was all that kept him sane amid the horrors. Now I've got a purse of coins for anyone who can get it back for me. I'll see what I can do. A quest! Ah, that's the spirit. Their camp is atop the cliffs, about a day's hike up the hill behind the Blind Bat Inn. The old soldier gives you a brief nod, then returns to his pint, seemingly done with the conversation. Will I get to recruit you as well afterwards? I guess we'll find out. When Gnothek turned her back on us, Draenog survived. When the skies rained putrid piss from Vartano himself on our heads for 3 months straight. Draenod? Another typo, maybe? Or is that another place? Probably a typo. Draenog stood strong, but now, the man starts sobbing like a child who got lost in the dark forest. Yeah, but she has like a white kimono and cool headband too in portrait. If you say she's a samurai, I'll believe it. Yeah, I can, I see what you mean, yeah. I'd like to buy supplies. Okay, got it. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do that for now. Characters displayed on the mercenary notice board can be recruited into your party. The fee to hire a character is determined by their level and equipment. Note that some characters may be cheaper than normal because they are injured. Pre-injured. Alright, so we got... Well, he's pre-injured, and he's already well outside of our price range, although to be... No, even before, because yeah, no, we started with like 80-something, or like high 70s or something. Sev. Same face as... Oh, what? I already forgot the name of the other guy. My mind wants to say Sheev, but I know that's incorrect. This is not Palpatine. Ethel is an artist for what little that's worth, with a sharp eye and versed in arcane arts. Okay. Here is an artist. Seasoned in battle, carries a sword. Kirka, mercenary through and through, happy to lend you their blade for a share of the loot. Crossbow. Okay, everyone's too expensive right now. Can we rest, though? I'd like to rest. Of course, I've waived the fee. You're welcome to stay as long as you need, so long as you're comfortable sharing. Oh, cool. Shears? Yes, Shears, that's the one. Thank you, Roback. Now come, the beds are just through here. Okay, so I don't get companion chats when we rest at an inn, it would seem. Definitely could use a sprint. Alright, so... Is it this one specifically? Yes, it is this one. Hello? The semaphore operator looks a little lethargic. It seems like he's not entirely there, and after his gaze quickly slides across your face, you can also tell that he's definitely not interested in you. What's this? What do you want? Have you sent a message to Kuvus about the demon attack? Why would I have done such a thing? Sure, there's been folk swarming the inn talking about demons and whatnot, but there are demons everywhere these days, and folk are quickly spooked. I reckon it was all just bad weather, nothing to worry the good folks at Kuvus about. No, I was there. It was a demon attack, old man. Ha, well, now that I think of it, I suppose nobody actually mentioned any bad weather. But I ain't climbing up all those ladder rungs with these old knees. Not this time of day. You'll have to do it yourself. Thank you for making me do your job. Well, what do I do? Listen careful now, because I'll only say this once. Climb the ladder and use the semaphore controls. Pull the left lever, then the right, then the left again. Spit on the eye and give it a yank. Left, right, left, spit on the eye. Okay, got it. Okay, try to operate it. Left, right, left, spit. You pull the levers and feel the mechanism shudder to life above you. Is that it? Report to the Peacekeeper in Kuvas. Okay, so once I make it there. I feel like some of that groaning is like an altered sound effect of the sort of mushroom chuttering in in Quill in Dread Delusion. Like if they sort of pitched the sound effect or something. I don't know. Okay. The signals have been sent. Yes, Alex. All right. Yes, yep, and here's this fortress, I presume. What's this? Oh, there's the forest and fortress. God, it requires the idea. So I will say, and I probably said it already. If I didn't say it already, I meant to. The fact that there are characterized companions with permadeath in a game that only autosaves does make me nervous, just as someone who likes to see all of the writing that companion characters have to offer. But if it is more like, you know, they get one establishment thing, like a scene to establish who they are, and then otherwise are interchangeable, then it doesn't matter as much. Oi, stop right there! This is the camp of the gloaming gits! You call yourselves gits? Step 1 foot further and I'm calling the lads. Do your worst, you git. Yeah, with pleasure. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Is this truly a Fire Emblem? If that's how it works then, yeah. Alright, shit. Nice. Alright, can I shoot your... I shoot your arm. Nice. Wait, disrupt... Use disrupt roll to 80, needed 23. What happened? I don't even know what happened. Who is this? Shears? Okay. Oh yeah, let's do huge slash. Go. Oof. Okay. Shears a samurai? He kind of looks like it, yeah. Alright. Nice. Come on, me. Okay. Selger. Okay. Yeah, no. I wanna kill you. Damn. Alright. Alright. There we go. At least these guys also suck. Alright. There we go. Alright. Alright, we gotta heal poor Shears. I just saw his face. Gross. Come on. Alright. Very nice. Rip Shears, not yet. He's half demon. I don't think he's half demon. I think he's just. I think his fate. I think he's got two-faced. Yeah, I do like him. His look at that. Yeah, he is full on two-face. Cool. I'm almost next level. That's good. Okay, there are more people, or at least one more person. So, let's see who needs. Yeah, Shid could use some more moss. Let's keep it that way for now. Same setup. Oh no, not same setup. They got, yeah, alright. I got 2 crossbowmen this time, instead of spearmen. I guess that was easy enough to tell. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go Shears. Shears is fucking badass. Oh, well, there he goes. Damn. Now Rip Shears. Come on. Jesus. What is going on? Yeah, Jinx, exactly, yeah. Okay, I think that enemy got the point. That's not from an actual game, that's a ProZD bit, right? Or is it actually from a game? No, it is from a game, isn't it? Oh my god, I am eating so much shit on these rolls for... Okay, there we go. No, I'm gonna do that. That was Coding Pro Z. Okay, yeah, no, that's what I thought, but then for some reason I had a memory of that actually being, like, a line delivered in a game. I think I just fabricated the memory, probably. Alright. Alright, Shears. Let's find out what's going on. Shears has sustained severed right arm. Right arm has been cut off, can no longer use equipment in the main hand, and can no longer use two-handed weapons. Well... Shit, that sucks. That sucks because part of what made him so awesome was him using a greatsword, so... You better find another weapon for him. An ancient pipe. Oh yeah, there's the guy's pipe. Yeah, that was his whole deal, yeah, I know. Yeah, we gotta get a new thing for him. I mean, I guess I could just switch... Oh, actually, because I'm not using that. But yeah, I mean, that greatsword was real good, so... Gonna have to... Oh, shit. Cray makes a good point about why we should learn fighting one-handed, yeah. Damn, alright. Put him in the reserve before he gets hurt. It's too late, he is hurt. Oh shit, that guy has a gun. Come on. Alright, Shears, let's see. Wait, can I even... Oh, okay. So I have to use... I can only use offhand attack. Shears is not fighting barehanded, but I guess selecting that hand for him, rather than selecting offhand attack, makes him swing his stump. So I have to do offhand jab. There we go. Nice. Everyone is right-handed in the world. Yeah, that is clearly some bias going on there. Okay. Good damage, yeah. Yeah, he crit, so... Stunned. Don't shoot, Shears. Nice. Okay. Oh my god. Poor me. I am just not good with magic, I guess. Okay. Oh, nice. That's a good one. It's been a 1/3 chance to fail. Yeah, I know, I know. I know that, but also never tell me the odds. Alright, we got this. We have to buy way more healing items when we get back to the inn, but... Shear's more like sheared his arm off, am I right? Who are you, Sue's Jigsaw? I don't know, Jigsaw never made those kinds of jokes. You a gotcha gamer or something? No, but if you recall me, you know, lockpicking in Dread Delusion. Ah, yes. We have acquired a gun. One of the Jigsaw should make that joke. I guess Jigsaw, I guess he kind of makes puns, but not in that way. Like, Jigsaw puns are more, you know, like, for years you've burned others with your lies, and now I'm going to set you on fire. But like that's sort of Jigsaw makes the puns in advance. He doesn't do James Bond-esque one-liners. Okay, how do I level up? Is it here? I think so. Wait. No? Where do I do that? Oh no, cheers. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should give him more heart. I don't know. Alright. What's over here? After a hard day's march, you are cold, tired, and hungry, and at your wits' end. As your party makes camp and prepares for rest, you curse everything from your troop to the forest, its spirits, and even your cruel ancestors. You wake up all alone, but also, not at all. A silhouette sits next to you by the campfire, and making out any of its features is completely impossible. A voice with no color or character quickly addresses you. You can ask me 3 questions, friend. For your hospitality, I answer. Who are you? A friend, perhaps? Or maybe maintenance? Who was the devil? A voice calls out to me ever since Draenog. What is that voice? The mummer. What happened to our world? In Mythic Tutorial, did it say what kind of dice it rolls for injury? You mean like, You mean like how many sides, Platooey? Is that what you're asking? What happened to our world? Corrupted, wipe out, redacted, better not dwell. Well, that wasn't helpful at all. Huh? 3 answers should satiate the rest of you. Time to wake up. In the morning, you find a black hat sitting by the dead campfire containing an odd trinket. You pocket it, pack up camp, and continue your journey. I got some Gambler's Luck rusty chips. Okay, so that's about being an accessory then. Increases hit chance at the cost of evasion. Okay. Uh-oh. What's this? Yeah, I have no idea. Platooey, what kind of... some brigands. Oh, are you there? You enjoying this road, are ya? The brigand cracks his knuckles. I've trodden on better. Look here, you better show this here road some respect because it's our road. Property of the gloaming gits, you hear? The brigand grins, clearly proud. That's a stupid name. Gah, you twat! The brigand spits and shakes his fist. Now look here, it's 10 coins to pass by this road. You gonna pay up or what? That's not that much. Sod that, I'm not paying. Nah, you're gonna regret that. Come on, boys. People in this game really do enjoy going, yeah, whenever things don't go their way. Yeah, we can take them. Come on. Ooh. Okay. I don't like that. Okay, he's the next one. Alright, yeah, let's take him out. And perish. Come on. What are your weapon skills, actually? Piercing. Okay, got it. Yeah, let's try and get you. Damn it. Ugh. Oh no. Shears. Considering it seems to be rare, it feels like magic is the meta pick. Maybe. Okay, who's the next? Okay. Okay, yeah, Shears is not... Yeah, Shears does have 3 limbs left. He's got a lot to lose still. Alright. Let's see here. Let's try this. Fuck. Is a head a limb? It is, yeah. Could be that magic is rare at this stage of the game because it is not most optimal to use in the early game. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Well, the thing about magic is that it does. I mean, this spell at the very least bypasses armor when it works. So. And that's sort of its like main counter purpose. Come on, that is a 67% chance to hit. That is... The fact that you've missed every shot you've taken so far is... Selgair's really taken the you miss 100% of the shots you don't take very seriously by missing 100% of the shots that he does take. There we go. I guess crossbow and guns thing compared to magic is that they're more reliable then? Probably, yeah. I mean, there seems to be no risk of backfiring at least. So yeah. There we go. You finally hit something, Selgair. And you crit too. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, we gotta... There we go. Yeah, we gotta get back to the end before we get ambushed again. Alright, come on. Nice. Alright. Can I arrest, please? Perfect. Alright. Okay, yeah, then where's... Here you go. Ah, you're back! Have you found my pipe yet? I have it here, but it's broken. Ah, yes, that's the one. Give it here. He grabs the broken pipe from your hands. Ah, it looks broken, but those sods clearly don't appreciate ancient craftsmanship. He fiddles with the junk, cutting his fingers and cursing, until the object vaguely resembles a pipe. He offers the pipe to you. Here, take it, along with the coin I promised. But you said it was your father's pipe. Okay. To tell the truth, my father was a right bastard. When he returned from the crusade, he couldn't shake the evils he saw there. He joined those very gloaming gits and spent his last years preying on honest folk. Alright, more feedback for early access. That is the wrong praying. It should be with an E. Aye, maybe I just wanted to teach those gits a thing or two. The man trails off, gazing into his pint. You think it best to leave him be. Not gonna recruit you, maybe? Oh, well. Hey, Innkeeper, do you happen to have an extra limb or two? Yeah, there are people... The game did hint that we can get mechanical limbs. Yeah, nothing to cure. Nothing to cure, because there's no... Okay, but we do have... Oh, new mercenaries. Leda, mercenary through and through, happy to hand her blade for a share of the loot. Versed in arcane arts, carries a rusty sword. He was a very religious man. He prayed those poor saws to death. Yeah, exactly, Alex. Let's see here. Alright. See, I figured Dunstan... Someone else with a great sword. I think, maybe good idea. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, give me some supplies. Give me a whole bunch of these. Sure do need them. Why are there so many people with severed right arm? Well, if everyone's right-handed and there's a ton of battle injuries in this world, I think it makes sense. The priest in Castlevania was pretty effective, even if he's only OP after he died. Is that you talking about the show where there was like the priest who like died while he was blessing a thing of water, and then or am I making that up? Is that a real thing that happened? I have not rewatched the Castlevania animated show ever since it came out. I will say I think Nocturne got way too much hate, especially with both seasons out, when it's like a complete thing. Or a complete-ish thing. Let's see here. Alright. Thank you, Yeltag. Farewell. Alright. Okay. So. Yeah, gimme Wanderer's Pipe, and then Selger increases hit chance. There we go. Alright, what do you got? You don't have anything. Okay. Alright, let's give you a Brigand Helm. Yeah, and then let's give you some rusty armor. Alright. Nocturne is bad because it doesn't align with my view of French Revolution and Robespierre. I don't think it's being super in-depth about that part of history. Alright. But have you considered Nocturne doesn't feature Dante from Devil May Cry? You know, that I hadn't considered. Hell up. Consider me corrected. Okay, let's check out. Let's check out what let's check out what camp is like. Greetings again, Wayfarer. You're a Strigoi hunter? Okay, so we've seen this already. Yeah. Alright, so that is the same thing as before. Coming along with you, I've broken my clade bond and disgraced my lineage. But I'll atone, see, with the money I make. I'll bring it back to the village. We'll get better tools, better yields, make it through the winter. That's... Is that Shid? Because... What village? I don't know. Been toiling the field since I could drag a plow, and every year the soil yields less and less. Some say it's the demons, but I think the land itself has just given up. Okay, so... My clade would hold the most incredible parties in our Clatch Hall. Glittering fireflies, plates stacked high with the most luxurious of meats. I suppose camping under the stars has a certain rustic charm, but one can't help pining for home comforts, eh? That's dead guy talk. Yeah, I think, well, look, I don't know if that's true. Shid's only, like, 2 days from retirement, so I think he can make it. While walking near Knothag's forest, you feel a palpable sense of dread emanating from the swaying trees. As your party walks in an uneasy silence, your mind feels foggy. When you come to your senses, you realize not only that you have entered the forest without intending to, but that you are completely lost. Your troop has traveled the island far and wide, but this place feels completely unfamiliar to you, even in the daylight. And so, another whole day is spent trying to get out of the green thicket, to no avail. Piglet's lesson, trust your makers. Old Ol's lesson, petition the spirits. I mean, I like Piglet. I was, you know, big into Winnie the Pooh when I was a kid, so let's see. We're saying the spirits were corrupted, right? Let's trust our makers. Piglet, the troop's cook, always took good care of the troop's makers, those magical beings that are said to reside in all things. He did wonders to his supplies, mixing things that he managed to forage around every camp with supplies and spices that's been with the troop for many years, sometimes decades. Some actors jested about him being of a shape or breed, but old Ol, the stage steward, always told you that the houndsfolk magics are rooted in channeling. Remember his wits? Or bondsfolk, I said houndsfolk. Remember his wits. You start murmuring Piglet's adage. The place of malice, the malice is with you. You hop on your left foot. The place of ancestors, and the ancestors with you. You hop on your right foot. Quite soon, you simply stumble and fall, suspiciously facing a certain opening in the deadfall. Something must be showing you the way. Hell yeah. For overcoming your ordeal with your own wits, you feel you've gained valuable experience. Your petition spirit, sorry Alex, I didn't see that in time, but let's see. I didn't see that in time, but it worked out. Alright, let's enter the forest. Seems like a friendly place. So it is interesting that this game is in the JRPG style gameplay-wise, but it still maintains more of a Western RPG dialogue. In terms of, like, you know, choices and stuff, making choices and stuff. As we've discussed in the past, JRPGs tend to be RPGs more in terms of a wide variety of classes and stuff like that, rather than story and like story variety, whereas Western RPGs tend not to have as extensive like classes and subclasses, but are more about like dialogue choices and stuff. The old man's furrowed brow entirely conceal his eyes from view, but he seems to register your approach. Humph. Another wretched soul for Knothag, have we? No skill checks as far as I've seen. Not skill checks, not yet, but, you know, in terms of dialogue options, there seems to be... Although I guess to sort of undermine what I just said, we haven't had any, like, major moral choices, so... Wow, that art is different than the model. Yeah, I think the model is a generic NPC model, and this art is this portrait art is a bit more bespoke. We want to pass through the forest. Folk rarely seek passage through Knothag's forest these days. No, they come to cremate the souls of those who've wronged them and condemn them to an eternity of misery. I wouldn't venture into the forest itself, no sirs, no I wouldn't. The otherworld spirits that haunt the fungal glades are impervious to mortal weapons, see. There's only one way to defeat 'em, and it ain't easy. How do I defeat the spirits of the forest? Well, my ma always said that those otherworld spirits were poor souls who managed to escape Knothag's afterlife and now wander the forest, unable to leave. She told me that in her youth some brave knights of Clade Tragus needed to hurry through the forest. They smeared their swords with soul moss, so that their blades became attuned to the otherworld and they could cut through the spirits like they were slicing shroom stems. You know, I always keep a clump or two, just in case the story was true. Here, you can have some. I'll be fine. The spirits never come this far. Well, that's good. How long does this last? Moss often grows in the shells of snails, so if you need more, just try scraping some off of those. Of course it could be that it's all a load of snail shit. My ma was always fond of her fanciful tales. Why are those cremated here condemned to misery? Well, in times long past, in the time of my great-grandpa and grandma, Knothag was a kind and benevolent soul gardener, she was. Like any soul gardener, he offered to take the souls of the dead into his care. Each soul gardener cultivates their own afterlife in the other world, a special realm where the dead can find peace. And Knothag's realm was supposed to be a fine place to lay her ancestors to rest. Only sometime when my ma was young, something changed. Folks say Knothag went mad. He turned his afterlife into an accursed place. Would spout some nonsense about revenge on those that wronged him. These days, folk only come to the forest to cremate those that they hate, rogues and villains and the like, because they know they won't find no rest in Knothag's garden. Great, so what you're saying is that people have cursed the forest with the spirits of like, murderers. He spits. In these troubled times, there ain't no virtuous soul gardeners left, see? Knothag's mad. Aisling disappeared. Clota's said to have fled to the continent. No, those of us still breathing have to accept we'll face a dark death, with no afterlife waiting for us. I'll be on my way. You be careful out there, alright? Alright, well, I've got magic. So... really, I guess... Do I have to do this in battle? What? Maybe I do have to do it in battle. Maybe there'll be a pop-up telling me how to actually use the soul moss. A crumbling statue of a young woman, clothed in the local regalia of one who tends to the soul gardens. You spot an engraving, nearly worn away. Give thought to Eowych, the humblest of Knothag's servants, unjustly condemned to a dark death. Her sacrifice will not go unpunished. So is that what drove Knothag mad, then? Maybe? Seeking revenge for her. Well, hello? Hi. Oh. Interesting. Negated against my magic. It would seem. Oh, come on. Damn it. Alright. What does chitin do? Alright, I assume that I assume I can... Whoop. Was that the last chance sound effect? Oh, interesting. Medicinal moss, but not... That's the snail that we're supposed to get the thing from, right? Oh, where's that? Okay. that inside? Is that beyond the gates, maybe? Maybe. Ah. More treasure. So it does seem like, based on the camp conversations we had, that yeah, it is going to be more thinly characterized party members that are disposable, which makes me feel better about the possibility of them dying horribly. Because it means I'm... Okay, yeah, that was in there. Because it means I'm not missing any crucial story from them. Hello, Buttery Toast. Music's vibey? Yeah. Okay, so... Let's see. Alright, how's this? Doesn't even matter. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, because I assume... Okay, well that didn't even technically hit. Okay, yeah. Alright, Dunstan, give me... Do some soul moss. That great sword's definitely gonna be useful. There we go. Hell yeah. Nice. Not cheers. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, does magic work? It does. Perfect. Okay. Figured it did. But, you know, wasn't sure. And good that we can at least still do some scratch damage here. Now, I don't actually know which... I don't know which one that is. I want to kill the one who comes next, but I actually don't know... Well... Let's gamble with it. Alright. There we go. Nice. This being a low poly, like Western-made JRPG is reminding me of Anachronox a little bit. A leaf of foreign tree that refuses to wither, used by channelers. Enable magic channeling. Okay. From Codex, while shaping magic is physically based and very powerful. Channeling magic is of the other world and has spells that can buff allies and demoralize foes. Okay. Useful. Probably. Alright, let's see here. Okay. White mage and black mage? Yeah, basically, Alex. I can only do one at a time, it would seem. Alright. Oh, makes sense. Of course, it's locked. Definitely enjoying the use of electric guitar in this, despite the fantasy-ish aesthetics. The hell are these? Little snails, I guess? Yeah, snail A, snail B, snail C. They're all different types of snails. Well, hopefully we get, you know... Hopefully we get some more of that moss that lets us do the thing. You know, hit ghosts. Another similarity between this and Jade Empire, the fact that ghosts in this, that there's a difference between attacks that can hit ghosts and attacks that don't... Is that person's head on the snails? Yeah, the snails do have human heads on them, it seems. Very, very, very pleasant. Very pleasant. Very, appealing design, you know? Nothing gross about that. Probably sort of Fallout style, like, you know, mutated humans that are now snail things. Okay, more medicinal moss, but not ghost killing moss. Maybe there's something. I don't know. Do I have to like sneak up behind the snail to get it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay, yeah, it was just in a chest. Okay. Gotta love evil corpse snails. Sure do. They're just nice little guys. Nice little guys that are grown from human corpses. That's not their fault. Maybe it is, actually. I don't know the lore. Maybe we'll find out. Spell Terror. Channeling spell lowers enemy courage, making them easier to hit. Okay. Once obtained, the spell is available to any character with the channeling anchor equipped. Right. Yes. I'll share the spellbook. I guess we should recruit another wizard next time, although... I mean, I say that, but, depending on how much longer this takes, I might be signing off. Well, I'm definitely going to be signing off before we, like, go back to town. I will say the sort of hit responsiveness to whether or not you get that first strike in does not seem to be super clear, which is not ideal. Hold on. Well, that's okay. The other guy's stunned anyway. Ah, no! I've been hit with my own by my own thing. I hate the taste of my own medicine. It tastes like puke. Oh wow, that didn't kill him. God damn it. Well, that's good. Side comment about playing more Pillars has really made me sad that the two setting unique classes are not, and Avowed the Chanter and Cypher could have been really cool to play as. Seems it would have been a challenge to make them work in first-person game and not impossible. Yeah, definitely one of my disappointments. I would say, you know, my my biggest mild disappointment with Avowed was that lack of the of those classes, for sure. It is something that makes, you know, the Aora setting very unique, and yet... Sorry, did I... Was that thing that I did for something else? Maybe it was. Yeah, it would have been cool to have it for sure. Not getting to have a gun. Not getting to play a gun psychic in Avowed. Missed opportunity for sure. I do hope Obsidian can go back to that after they're done in the Fallout mines, just because I would like to see an Avowed 2 in general, but especially one that lets you play as a Cypher. Okay, yeah, I guess that's the thing for that. Who will sing Habu Labu in Avowed without a chanter? I mean, there are... Like, they mention the existence of people who can do that, but it's not very prominent, I think, in part because, obviously, you know, we don't get to play as them. They might be trapped in the Fallout mines. I mean, they certainly for now, you know, fingers crossed that they can escape at some point. An artifact that will attune one with the other world, increasing its bearer's damage against face spirits that lurk in the dark corners of the world. So does this mean I don't need that moss? Hopefully. Let's give you this. I want Come Soft Winds of Death straight into the dome. I should actually, like, learn the various chanter songs, not as like a performer, but just like to you know, to be familiar with what the different songs are. Because I'm actually, I don't really know them right now. I like, my mind does not have an association between those song names and what they actually sound like. There's one more way in which I am, in fact, a fake fan. Let's see, can you still stun? You can, perfect, okay. Oof. Alright, well, at least those guys are bad. Come on, man. Hell yeah. I can see why Chanter abilities was cut, because some of it, most of it was about his summoning. Yeah, but Avowed does have summons, so... yeah. Can I target limbs on ghosts? Actually, wait, does Avowed have summoning, or am I confusing the fact that enemies can summon? Because the enemies chanters are still represented among enemies. Should try playing all chanters in Pillars of Eternity. It can be fun. Make the colors like Power Rangers. That'd be interesting. I definitely, to me, the fact that you can make a fully custom party for sure feels superfluous, just because, you know, that means not really interacting with the written companions, but you know, it's neat that it's there. I used, when I was playing Pillars of Eternity 2, I created a custom character specifically for the purpose of sneaking into the, what are they called? The Rawatai embassy. I'm trying to. I don't remember what their that specific organization is called right now. There's a video about Event Summoner Build. Okay, yeah. So I was remembering right that is a thing that you can do. Breast Citadel? Yes, that's the one. Or do you mean Royal Deadfall Company? Wait, maybe I do. Sorry, at the very end, when you have to you know, actually choose a side. If you're siding with the Juana, they ask you to basically put a bomb in the Royal Deadfire Company. And I basically created a custom rogue to solo stealth that entire thing in order to do it. Because I didn't want to get into fights in the hopes that it would not, in the hopes that Maya would not then turn on me, but she still left anyway. Because the game very much does commit to the idea. It's like, yeah, some companions are irreversibly loyal to their factions, which is definitely a cool idea for sure. Okay, decreases health damage taken. That's what Chitin does. Gotcha. Plausible deniability, yeah. Well, that was the hope anyway. This was... Okay. Don't need that. That seems like... This seems like the area boss room. It's always fun to just to walk into a big like an ominously large room and be like, wonder if there's gonna be a boss fight here. Okay, that's just another thing. Okay. Alright, I'll save here as if that actually means anything in a game with autosave and permadeath. I don't even know if I'm going to keep... I wonder if the... Okay, so I currently... There's like a CRT effect that's going on, and looking at the actual stream, I don't know if that's coming through, but there is like I just noticed that. I don't think it's coming through, but there is a CRT filter setting on, and Yeah, it looks like the stream isn't really catching that. But anyway, just to so just letting everybody know that is a thing. It's really. Oh, you do see the effect. Okay. Locked, yeah. Key probably over there. Okay, no, I can see it now. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I was glancing at the stream and on the YouTube, live control center or whatever. It's a lot subtler there than it is on the actual game window. The shimmering pool of water has an uncanny quality. Beneath the ripples, you do not see your reflection, but a vast city of resplendent towers. Leave the pool. Let's leave it alone. Nope. Fuck that. Alright, no, I don't think we have a choice. Alright, step in. You step into the pool. At first, you feel cold stone beneath your feet, but the floor sags underfoot and suddenly buckles under your weight. You fall through the water and into a searing sky. You are not underwater, but tumbling through the air. When you stop screaming, you notice the towers speeding past you on your descent. They are all floating, some interconnected with walkways, others simply dangling in midair. You plummet in the midst of an impossible flying city with the ground rushing to meet you. The impact should kill you, but instead you crumple into an abyss of pain. You do not know how long you lie there, but the agony is all-consuming. Is anyone else with me, or is this just me? After fading in and out of consciousness, you gain the composure to stand. There is no doubting it. You are in the other world. By the looks of it, some sort of afterlife for the local clades. Your only hope is to petition its soul gardener, wherever they are. You are in a small urban square surrounded by grounded towers. A gate leads further into the city. You also notice a small rusted bell among the cobblestones. Can we sacrifice a companion here for a step up? Why is there a giant teapot? Yeah, we're in the Clockwork King pocket dimension. I do this basically is, these extra images are really what that one scene in the Clockwork Kingdom needed. I like to think he fell through into the world of Dread Delusion, yeah. I hope you have Featherfall. Oh, nope. Okay, so... I mean, surely we have to ring the bell. The bell makes a dull note when you ring it, and emits a faint glow. After that, nothing. At your wit's end, you lie back on the floor, finding not the strength to do aught else. You are starving, and your stomach gnaws at you from within, but death never comes. Who knows how long you lie like that, until... A flash of light. You are not in the city, but a resplendent palace chamber. A being of surreal beauty floats before you, all eyes, wings, and mouths. You find you cannot look directly at it, for its grandeur is blinding. Sure. Hi. A warm feeling flows through your body. Ah, but you are not of my flock. Your heart still beats. What seems thou art a foreign creature, warm-blooded, wandering aimlessly in my garden. Unfortunately, thou cannot be allowed to continue like this. Do not worry. As thou art not of my flock, I will limit thy torment and suffering as an act of charity. And yet we're in a boss fight anyway. Yep, there's Knothag. Okay. Alright, yeah, I do need the thing. Underrated method is describing something as beautiful and then show freaky image. Yeah, definitely, Alright, stun! Damn it. Cult of the Lamb vibe. That's another game I should try at some point. There we go. Alright, Shears. Seems like you're the one who's really being targeted. Cool. Stunned. Great. This guy's actually... Well, alright. I don't want to... Maybe the protagonist is freakier than we thought. Yeah. Yeah, you into that, the player? Also, fun to name the player when they are a player in the sense of being an actor. Just picked up on that. Oh, come on. Definitely should have picked up on it earlier, but, oh well. I'll lend Sheer a hand if only. Wait, isn't that the god the old man mentioned? It sure is. Wait, no, I want... Yeah. Ah, come on. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, fuck. Status effect aroused. And that definitely a debuff. Okay. Come on, just need a couple good hits from Dunstan, really. Come on, me. Yeah, that's the good shit. And stun, please. There we go. Already did kill Satan, so God was clearly next in line. Oh, come on. Is that... Oh, hell yeah. The godlike entity miscast. Hate to see it. Alright. Shears. Could probably do it. Oh, okay. I thought it had barely enough. This ought to do it as long as it hits. There we go. Hell yeah.
Ah, my sweet soul, thou hast proven quite tenacious. I am impressed. Though it is quite unusual, I will grant thee a brief audience. What would thou ask me?
You're the soul gardener here? You've gone rotten.
Ah, such malice I have not heard in some time. My souls, they used to rage at me with such fury, but now they accept their fate with grim resignation. I am pleased to see that passion still blooms within these fields.
Why do you torment your souls? A sudden chill emanates from the soul gardener.
My sweet soul, do you not remember what was done? Do you not remember that unforgivable act? I will not utter it here.
I seek passage through your forest.
Ah, sweet child, dost thou mean to say that thee merely wished to pass through? Well, why didst thou not say so? You will return to the waking world and continue on your way. When you awake, the doors will be open.
Suddenly you find yourself gasping for air in the shallow pool. Your companions rush to your aid, and when you've caught your breath, you ask them how long you were down there. Name looks puzzled, and replies that it's been 5 minutes at most. They were still able to help me, though, so that's good. Your companions seem to bear the cuts and bruises... Okay, yeah, exactly. Your companions seem to bear the cuts and bruises of a recent battle. They have no recollection of fighting the Soul Gardener. It is you, and you alone, who hears the memory of that strange dream. You gather your things and depart. Can I... You dare not step into the pool again. Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah. Very funny. Just like... Alright, time to fight a god. And he's like, oh, you could have just asked to pass through. Thanks, name. Always count on you. Ah, classic name. Classic name. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna call it here. I don't wanna spoil too much of this for myself. I figure what I wanna do is basically you know, I'm gonna wait for a whole year until because the plan is that this game will be in early access for a year. So I figure I will wait I'll wait the year till it's done and then come back and then play it on my own time and then maybe stream it more. But you know, it's a long time from now. But yeah, very cool game. Really, really into it. I always love to see a developer of a game that I really like try something that feels like it still came from them, but is dramatically different. You know, like, this is clearly not just rehashing Dread Delusion, but it carries many of the same vibes, many of the same, like, cool ideas and approaches to, like, cosmic horror type stuff, and, like, and sort of, you know, apocalyptic concepts and all that. But, yeah, it is very much its own thing, and I definitely applaud Lovely Hellplace for that. And yeah, thanks again to them and Dread XP and their PR team for sending me this game. Again, I'm gonna wait till it's out of early access. Up to you, what you guys want to do, but I would definitely recommend picking it up for yourself at some point. So yeah. Thank you to the team once again. Thank you to you for joining me. Saturday, once again, Jade Empire, and then next Wednesday, I still have yet to decide what from my list I will do, but it will be another new game for me streaming on Wednesday. And I will probably decide what at the start of next week. But anyway, as per usual, Jade Empire on Saturday. And yeah. Fare thee well.